In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a whole bunch of soul stars, a whole bunch of gems, and how to level up your team as fast as possible overnight without you even having to do anything. Yo, what is up everybody, it's the Blox Boss here, and if you haven't seen my last video, I actually saved up 100 soul stars, so I know that this method really does work. If you want to see that video, I'll put it up in a card above. You guys can go ahead and click on that. If you guys want to see what you can possibly get with opening 100 soul stars, which I grinded for and I did this method for, you guys can go ahead and check it out. But basically in this video, and it's really easy, but you're gonna need a couple prerequisites. If you guys don't know what soul stars are, it's basically a limited item that you can get from the hollow world, which is the last world accessible on this game. Soul stars are dropped by mythical hollows, which usually spawn in during the hollow infinite run. That's what you want to be aiming for. So you want to stay in the waves for as long as possible so that you can maybe have a chance for one of them to appear. Now again, they don't appear all the time, they sometimes do appear, and when they do and you kill them, you get a soul star. And within these soul stars, you can get soul shards, which are used to craft the secret full hollow ichigo, or to evolve the new limited edition kisuke unit that I have right here. Really strong, guys. I think he's one of the best.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
So really what you want to do this for is to evolve kisuke. So you're gonna need tiny task, and if you're familiar with this, it's probably because you played AFS or Anime Fighter Simulator. Anyway, you're gonna need tiny task, and you're also going to need to have a Roblox webpage with anime adventures on it already, so that it's easy, and you're gonna see why. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you guys through the entire process. Just make sure that you have tiny task, and make sure that you have this in the background. And now this is why. If you've moved your camera around, you're already gonna have to restart your game. So just go ahead and start up your game fresh, new, whatever. Pull out your tiny task and go ahead and click F8, or you wanna change your preference right here, by the way. If you don't know anything about tiny task, you can actually put the recording hotkey right here, so you can choose what it is. I have mine as F8, so go ahead and click F8, then click summon, and then you wanna just kind of like go like this. You want to just kind of measure it correctly, like kind of boom, like just kind of like just literally walk towards it. Make sure you don't hit any corners besides like this wall right here is okay to hit, and that's actually perfect. And you just want to keep going towards that direction, and make sure you go to like the far back rooms, because a lot of the time people are going to take the front ones. So just make sure you go to the far back ones, and it should be good here. Just click that off, right? And then just kind of scroll here. You want to grab this little thing, you want to scroll it downwards, and then also you kind of want to repeat every action like twice. And I know that's kind of hard to understand, but if you don't do every action like twice, it can sometimes just not do the action at all. And then just go ahead and click start. So as you guys can see here, I go all the way to the side and then come back just a little bit, so that I kind of center myself a little, so that it's not too far off, right? Because sometimes, like I said, it'll put you in weird places. So when I do this here, it won't be as completely random all the time, because I'm kind of resetting my character. So anyways, what you definitely need is, you definitely need a moneymaker like Bulma or Speed Cart, and you definitely need Orwin or any unit that will help you with the winged units. So what I usually do is I actually just put my Bulma right away and level her up a little bit, because what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to level up your Bulma, and you're going to want to place down your Orwins. So basically, right, you just want to keep upgrading your moneymaker or whatever. Then you want to go ahead and place down your other unit, and usually it's going to be Orwin. Or when I'm going to upgrade this Orwin here, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade him like twice. And in case I didn't click it, I'm just going to do it again. Like, you see what I mean? Like, I'm going to click out and click back in. Just like that. For this guy here, I'm going to go ahead and, upgrade him like this. Click out and click on him again, just to make sure that he gets upgraded. Because just don't be shy, do it a couple of times, because sometimes this isn't gonna work like proficiently as I hope. It's just kind of what happens with tiny tasks sometimes. Like, it's not the best. So, and honestly guys, you might just want to get off at wave 25, just kind of do that, because right here I got an ancient hollow at wave 11, which is great. And like I said, sometimes it's gonna come sooner. It's just all up to RNG's for what's gonna happen there. But like, you actually don't need exactly my units. let me make that clear. You don't need exactly my units. You can actually do this with any unit you want. The reason why I use Coyote is because he does so much damage. You want to have somebody who does a lot of damage. That could be a lot of the mythics, pretty much. Arima, Coyote. If you're worried about the winged hollow units, then go for somebody like Uryu. And there's a lot of units, right, guys? I mean, you can literally do this with anybody. It doesn't really matter who you choose. Just, I guess what it comes down to is if your units aren't strong enough to withstand that far into the waves, well, then that's kind of where you have to measure your own strength and put it into the... This whole process will vary from player to player, just depending on how good you are, how good your team is. Well, just really how good your team is and how high of level they are and all that good stuff. So that's really all that, you know, comes into play. I just do it this way because this is the way that it's worked for me, but do it in the way that works for you. And to be honest, I know that this part is quite time lengthy, but trust me guys, when you're sleeping at night and this is going on, and I'm so sorry for mobile players and people who can't have tiny tasks, that's unfortunate. This is really just for people who can or who have access to tiny tasks, because otherwise you can't really do this process, and that's just unfortunate, to be honest. Alright, so I'm actually going to stop it right here for the video because I don't want to go off too long. Like, I just want to stop it right here. So, what then, you know, once you get to the wave that you want to get to, you're going to go ahead and do Alt F4. And this part, you want to just go Alt F4 right away. Like I said, you want to have the anime adventures in the back. You want to just go ahead and click play. And once you log in, and just give it a little bit of time, because sometimes it takes a little bit more. Once you do load into the game, you want to just go ahead and click close, and don't worry about losing any of the progress. Anime Adventure is actually really smart, and it actually saves everything. So you will get the soul star, you will get the gems and all that good stuff. So don't worry. You want to go ahead and just click F8 or whatever it is, the button to stop the recording. Okay, so I'm over here in the editing process, and I forgot to mention I have Tiny Task right here. So what you actually want to do is you go to preferences and you want to enable continuous playback before you're going to play the entire thing. Because if you don't hit continuous playback, it's only going to play once. So you want to hit continuous playback so overnight it continues playing over and over and over the same recording. So like I mentioned, this strategy isn't 100% like bulletproof. Like, it's not going to be the most optimal way of doing it, but it's kind of like the best alternate. Like, you're gonna be sleeping, so you might as well do it, and it works relatively well. For me, it's worked pretty well. I do it when I'm not on this game, so it's just AFK, right? It's just, you know. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, like, this is a great example of how sometimes it messes up, and then I'm gonna show you a great example of how sometimes it actually does it very well while being AFK. So I'm just gonna time lapse it here, and that's pretty much it. thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, if you guys like this, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. I also want to let you guys know that I have memberships now that you guys can join. It's only $2.99. Now you guys don't have to do it whatsoever. This is literally just one of those things that if you want to support me as a creator, you can go ahead and join my subscription. You guys get emojis and badges, and that's pretty much it. When I start streaming, there will be more hype for that and whatnot, but again, you guys don't feel pressured to do that whatsoever at all, right? It's just one of those things, you know, I did it. If you guys want to support me, you guys can do it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that's gonna be it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.